All right, so hopefully by now you have a better understanding on what Google Ads actually is, understanding the benefits, what it's good for, and hopefully you get a better sense of what the key terms people use are, and you understand how that works in general, right? In this video, I'll walk us through, if you were to work with us, what do we do? And it really breaks down the two parts. One is going to be what we do when we set everything up, and then number two will be what we do on a regular basis. So assuming that we run your forecast and it looks good and we're able to work with you, on setup we do a couple of different things. A lot of people ask us, hey, like, do you write the ads? Do we write the ads? Short answer is we'll handle everything. We'll write all the ad copy. We'll research your competitors. We know what keywords to use. We know what keywords to cut out. If you have anything specific you want to talk about, we're happy to hear it. But in general, we have a very good understanding of how to set it up, right? What we do is we create the campaigns, we create all the ads, we make sure that everything is running. We also set up, and the big part is we set up the tracking, right? So the conversion tracking on, when people click on an ad and they click on your website and they do something on the website, how do we know what they did and what ad they saw? Or if they pick up the phone and give you a phone call, how do we track that back to the ad they saw, right? Because this information is going to be very important later on when we try to optimize and become more efficient with your marketing spend, right? Another thing that we might do is we'll audit your website, we'll audit your Google business page, just to make sure that the information there is up to date and it's correct and ideally is good for conversion. If your website isn't the greatest, for example, you can keep your website, not a big deal. What we'll probably do is create a separate landing page on your domain. So when people click on the link to your website from an ad, it'll go to a landing page that's essentially more aesthetically pleasing and better arranged for conversion. And then if they go to your homepage from organic traffic, they'll just go to your existing website. So that's typically what we do on setup. It'll take about a week for us to set everything up for you. And then from there, on a regular basis, the big thing we're going to be doing is optimizing, right? Like I said, after we collect some data, we're going to be able to make some decisions, right? Update your ads, for example. We might refresh some ads. We might create brand new ads. We might disable some ads. We'll provide you with regular reporting on a monthly basis. And then we also add call tracking. So all the phone calls you're getting from ads, we record all those. And we'll actually have someone listen to it and then make decisions based on those recordings. I would highly advise you listen to those calls as well, and you kind of, make your pitch a little bit better, because that always helps. But on our end, we'll be updating the ads and certain filters and things like that based on the results of the call tracking. So we do that on a regular basis. So you've probably seen this slide already, but I just want to repeat it real quickly. But we have two different jobs here. Our job is to get the lead to you. So a person that's never heard of you before or is looking on the internet, how do we get them in front of you? By raising their hand. And then your job is to get them, once they raise their hand, to actually become a paying customer. Okay, so you can't just turn on ads and not do your job. You have to do your job as well. Your job is to convert the customers. You give us feedback on the phone calls, and but the both of us will make adjustments as needed. So if, for example, we're listening to the phone calls and you're not doing a great job on the phone, you can take some feedback and adjust that. If for some reason, all the phone calls that are calling you, they're not good fits, we'll take that feedback and adjust that as well. All right.